Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm going to give my narratives and thoughts on this tournament for the upcoming week, and then my predictions for who I think is going to win. Originally, I already have actually recorded this video, at least I thought I did, and then halfway through ran out of RAM or whatever the fuck to save it. So the fact of the matter is, this is a re-recording. And if you're new to the channel, these are usually pretty quick moving videos. I hate doing videos like this. So, narratives and thoughts. Cream and Zuck at the top of the list. I think that is the way we determine who wins this tournament. I think everybody that isn't a fan of the other three teams or living on Mars expects HLE or Top Esports to win this event. I think I would give them like a 90 to 95% chance of winning. Doesn't mean it's 100, no, but it just means the favorites are there. Between those two teams, it is definitely who you think is going to win between Kareem and Zeka. I think the top side of the Rift favors Top Esports. Bot side of the Rift favors HLE. Team Liquid Plateau. I tried to include all 5 teams in here. Team Liquid, in my opinion, are worse this season than they were last season, and that means this. We're going to watch and see if they improve at this event. See if they can get better, understanding that lane swaps were their bread and butter, and now they are supposedly gone. KC fans and viewership. So, KC fans, a lot like Brazilian fans, but worse. Not that Brazil fans are bad, but that KC fans, in my opinion, are a worse version of what, Brazil does in a good way, if that makes sense. So, we'll see if KC fans still support the tournament, if and when KC are not on the Rift. Do they support the game itself, the tournament itself, or if it will give a false indication of how interesting and dynamic this tournament is? Because viewership's going to be the way that they determine whether they're going to keep doing First Stand in 2026. And I feel like with KC here, there is a chance that there will be more viewers than if it was G2 or Fnatic in that spot. Kalist, Hongq, and Vladi. We have 3 rookies here. 2 very young, and then Vladi is not old by any means. He's probably like 2 or 3 years older than the other 2 and is a rookie, right? So, we'll see how they handle this moment against HLE and Top Esports in particular. Obviously, you're playing the best of the best. Kalist is playing some 80 carries that are better than he's ever played before in Viper, Jackie Love, and Doggo. Vladi, of course, into Zeka Cream will be interesting. I've already seen some sentiment that because Vladi won an LEC championship, although it's a very watered-down championship, that there's no way that he could possibly have nerves at this event, and we shouldn't approach it like it's the case. And I would say I can't guarantee that because KC have continued time and time again to prove that the moment is not too big. But there's always a chance, right? So they are inexperienced. They have went away from home. I am curious how those young players got scrims. Who they were scrimming. I understand some LTA teams did go to Korea. I did see Dignitas boot camping at the very least and putting out content. I'm sure LCK and LPL teams were able to both scrim pretty easily, given the geography of everything, and LCP as well. So we'll see how the development of those players do at this tournament. And then meta shift. This is a big patch. Maybe not a lot of champions, but lane swaps they try to get lane swaps out of there. So if they succeed in the lane swaps being gone and nobody's trying to lane swap like 5 minutes into the game or some shit when the timers expire, that a team like TL loses a lot of oomph, right? They were one of the best at doing that, especially in the West. And without that, we have a different game on our hands. And now we have to see how the coaches come through. KC's coaching staff has never been in a tournament like this in the case of Reha. So can he get it done? We'll see. In terms of predictions, the pink marker. Okay, here it is. So I already did this once. But 5th place, clearly, to me, RTL. Personally, I don't think TL wins against CFO, and I don't think they win against KC in the best of 3s. I think TL are clearly the 5th team. Umpty, his attitude after winning LTA and just being like, sorry, I'm not saying he shouldn't be happy that he won. He celebrated like he won, but it was like he didn't give a fuck that he played like absolute trash to get there, which I think is not a great spot to be in. Because you need to be much better to have, be competitive, especially now he's fifth in his role and it's not even close going into this event. Impact into, this. He's not a world beater. APA, I have not seen him be a world beater internationally, and neither, Yan had some moments at Worlds, but Core JJ, those years are behind him. He's still very solid, but, I mean, how much difference is a support going to do in a carry role? Third and fourth, really, it doesn't matter, but CFO KC. If you say, oh, well, which order? Who wins the best of three in the round robin? I mean, in that matchup, CFO are going to have two top laners. Which one are they going to use? Junja and Yike, that's almost a wash. Vladi, Hongq, Vladi has the edge. Bot lane duo, Doggo, Kaiwing have the edge. It's a matter of who wins that best of three. I think either one could. And then it is what it is. HLE and Top Esports, though. Who wins that? Well, I'm going to go HLE 3-2 over Top. And this is in part due to the fact that, hell, I have HLE winning Worlds before the season started. That's my way too early Worlds prediction. And I'm going to stick to it right now that they're going to win this. I think in terms of Viper Delight into Jackie Love Crisp, that's a big difference. I mean, if Jackie Crisp show up, that's going to be great, but they are inters to some degree. 369 internationally doesn't quite show up like Zeus does. And, Kanavi into Peanut's obviously Kanavi favored, not the same type of player. Can Peanut go to mid and take advantage of Cream? We'll see. Zeka and Cream. Zeka has obviously won Worlds, but both players are very similar. And it circles back to the beginning. I guess I'm saying Zeka wins that matchup into Cream in a best of 5 in the 5th game. Essentially. But if Cream does win that matchup, Top Esports are going to win. That mid lane matchup, I think, is the difference maker in the final. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.